Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another brand new video right now that is about to begin. That is called Total Drama World Tour Simulator Aftermath number 2. The show is about to begin, and enjoy the show of the second Aftermath show. It will have Duncan Gaming, the one that will be also hosting along with two other hosts that will be in the Aftermath show, including Blangley. So, as in for that, and Jeff hosting the Aftermath show, and clearly his co-host Bridget will get to host as well on the show. For now, we are about to get a special one. So again, enjoy the show. Let's go. Jumps right into the Aftermath show to start and enjoy the show. So, anyways, let the Aftermath show continue to begin. So, speaking of the Aftermath show, let's get straight to that. So, here we go, and let's do this. So, as in for right now, hi everyone, and good evening to say welcome back to another Aftermath show. And we will have some news with Jeff to tell us what happened with the plane and the rest of the people left in the plane. So, anyways, take care of it, Jeff. Well, Jeff was also explaining, most of anybody could read what Jeff was saying, that he was explaining about Jamaica, which most of them got hit pretty much likely by how the thunder reacted and hit the plane all the way down to Jamaica and are stuck there for a long bit of time until there's going to be something not looking good. So yeah, totally not looking good. That's right, and if we reach our goal, then everyone will get to leave Jamaica and we'll get things moving right along. And Chris is blowing the money away. It is blowing the money away, which I don't know if I ever got that. Not sure if I even got that. Which he had to do with his personal quarters in the plane, and would get his own time to himself. I think, anyways. Here's a song to start that starts about now for the Total Drama Brothers, or should I say, at this point, the Total Drama Simulator Brothers, which I was also going to quote that. So here we go, the Total Drama Simulator Brothers, and we have is Cody and a bear and a yeti, and then of course it's just a regular backup dancer. So, anyways, let the music joust and let the music begin. Oh, and here goes the Bridget. First on, Bridget gets to sing, and so is Jeff, but includes me that I'm also going to come along to sing. But anyways, I agree, everyone. They should have a party and have no problems whatsoever, because without a party, then it's a no and a sad party to have. And so far, the continuation of all the songs continue. So it looks like Bridget and Jeff gets to take on back the song, which back refers to me. So here we go. Give us cash or this show dies. And it looks like the continue the song goes more. Please save the show, so call that number. Save the show with love and $500,000. Please save the show, or it's gone and dead forever, or can die that you loved before us. And looks like the song has now ended, and of course, Blaney has now shown right up. Oh yeah, looks like the song has ended and everyone was giving her rounds of applause, which everyone was definitely cheering. So hold on for a sec. Hold on. Alright, there we go. So, anyways, looks like everyone were definitely enjoying the show until Blaney had shown up. Well, again, I'm not going to ask about that. Damn, since that since that sure will be going on drama. So whatever, I guess. And it looks like here we go. As in for like the donations, that yep, we gotta pretty much be getting to our goal of our donations to reach a lot of dollars to save the show. So let's continue the show of this aftermath. And as in for Bridget, she was pretty much explaining about her donation for almost $25 to get a cumulative box of pretty much like the Yum Yums of pretty much likely of the fishtails of Total Drama World Tour Simulators Yum Yum Go Time Fishtails. And of course, as for a pretty much likely to keep it away from children, only for teens and adults to eat the food. And as in for Jeff, he also explained his donation for $50 and dollars is for a collaborative T-shirt or creative memory of a T-shirt. Which if I can't get it right, which sorry if I never got it right anyway, but whatever. So as in for that, he pretty much did explain how the T-shirt would have worked, but pretty much. So here's my donation for $100. So gonna be doing this in a very good impression. So for $100 is if you're enjoying the show then. Oh wait, enjoy the show then. Not get why not get some autographs with the people by the end of the show? That is only for the aftermath show. You'll get some cool and awesome autographs in person with the contestants by who were your favorite characters is to be on the show. Is some new characters too on the show that will join us. And if you want an autograph with the old and new contestants with them, then be the first person to be in line and get $100 only by now. And then as in for Blaney, she continued to pretty much explain about like the dial, so that's pretty much exactly. And as in for pretty much for everybody was sitting down on their chairs near the phones that was known to be as Jasmine, Rosie, Lashana, Cody, and then Eva were the only people who were sitting down on the chairs and also were about to receive some calls from pretty much some interesting donations. So, anyways, as Jeff continues to explain, for pretty much for everybody else, the big nightmare in your sleep truly begins. Well, anyways, looks like as in for that, well, looks like the show remains to continue. Oh wow, like nothing for real. Ugh. And then as in for that, looks like the donations will remain to be a lot of dollars. And as in for pretty much everyone, looks like Beth has introduced the first guest for Beth. That's right, folks. Let's bring out Beth. That is known to be Lindsay's BFF. So, looks like Beth is showing up to pretty much enjoy the aftermath, which clearly she pretty much will be in the show. Yeah, and then pretty much as in for Beth, she pretty much likely was pretty much doing so, which you guys can read what it all says here. So that's pretty much what I would say. As in for that, is that go ahead and take a seat for or just like hang around in the aftermath, Beth. And as in for Beth, she went to go ahead and hang around in the aftermath show. So let's bring out Lindsay and her BFF. Or should I say, in this case, it is just pretty much likely her. So, anyways, let's bring out Lindsay and welcome her out. So, anyways, everyone gets a round of applause for Lindsay for a lot of huge fans of her being fans. So, looks like everyone were definitely seeing Lindsay and for much more likely. Come and get some lip gloss for only $100, folks. And looks like the phones will continue to ring. And looks like there are $348. Cool, guys. We are only in for $348 dang dollars. Not bad to say. And we are still along the way ways to go, people, for a lot of dollars to make for our goal. And then as in for everyone else, looks like Jeffers continued to pretty much like explain what's going on about how the show remains to survive or not. which that's pretty much how he's explained it. And as in for Bridget, she was also explaining that too, as along the way. And so goes the phones again, brain crazy and big. Whoa, and dang, looks like we got a lot of fans for some Ezekiel and Duncan fans. Wow. Impressive. Like, very impressive. Nice. That's awesome, guys, and not bad. On the total as we see. Not bad. So let's play the clips of Ezekiel. The clip starts to play for Ezekiel, and after the clip was finished, he pretty much likely was going after a rat that was known to likely be in a plane. But so far, as in for him, no idea. Ezekiel remains to be a mystery for no absolute reasons until he didn't receive to come back home to his own, pretty much his own homeschool country or something. I don't know. Anyway, back to the show, but looks like as in for Jeff, he continued to play the clip that so far looks like it was played down in Texas, while Duncan, on the other hand, was pretty much likely to carry some things on the bag and bumps to somebody. What the? Oh, gotta run! Yep, and the clip had ended. And so far, as in for that, looks like Bridget and Jeff are having a communication going on with that, which they were talking about Duncan after when he bumped to somebody and ran away as he can. But so far, nobody couldn't catch him, eye on foot. Anyway, as if the clip also had started, was the Italian style of Jeff playing the Italian style, which, like I said, he played the Italian style and then he tripped somebody in the water and laughed. The clip had ended. Well, they're both good, which is crazy to say. And what's our total, Blamely? And it looks like the lot of dollars were going up way up. Exactly, until the dollars were going right up. All right, nice job, everyone. Let's keep on going here. And as in for the next person to be here on the show, it's two people showing up, and we're on both teams for team victory. And sadly, lost more times than in the challenges. Got hard for them. So let's bring out is Danny and Goth Boy. Yep, Danny and Goth Boy. Everybody were giving a round of applause for Danny and Goth Boy. And so far, the lots of explanations keep continuing to go on ahead, which everybody were giving a round of applause for Danny and Goth Boy. And it looks like the total remains at $400,000. Wow, with big dollars up there. And as in for Danny, he was pretty much in the show, which he was talking to Jeff, and so likely for pretty much more. To be honest, you did very well, and super supportive with Team Victory. And that was really cool, dude. Nice job. And then as in for Danny, he actually gave him some good thanks, and pretty much as for Goth Boy, he remained to be the only person to take on for Danny's role. Yeesh. But anyways, that's pretty much what I would say right now. So anyways, without that being said, we're going to get to the next scene of the Aftermath show. I am Duncan Gaming, everybody,